Welcome everyone to another video on the Gmod Half-Life 2. On the title below you might have seen that there's basically more weaponry added to my choice of weaponry that I decided to choose on. Am I right? Yes indeed, but you might have been wondering what type of map this is. The ones who had a Sonic childhood will remember this map perfectly well. There's nothing more, nothing less than the Enfield Shrine. I remember this map very well. That was my favorite when I played Sonic Adventure 1, actually. I don't know if there was in Sonic Adventure 2, but Sonic Adventure 2 had some Easter eggs as well. But Sonic Adventure 1, this was my favorite one. And in fact, if you want to in the game, I was supposed to talk to this one for last, but screw it. But as I was going to say, actually, if you want to visit the Sonic in the Enfield Shrine, there's two ways of doing it. Actually, one, you go to the story where a character passes out through some moments, and he wakes up in this temple facing this shrine or whatever, and there's a pink or I don't know whatever the color those this word that roamed around. Still, it's been a long time actually. I don't remember too well actually since I played the last of Sonic Adventure 1 or 2. Still, it's also available on Steam as well. Yes, it is actually. So might as well just keep it up there. And oh my god. Sorry, I'm just really sick still. And again, as I was going to say, actually, you also see on my hand here the Cold War Dragunov Soviet rifle, right? But I was thinking of the Dragunov, since I'm using a Cold War weaponry, so why don't I go in the Steam Workshop and seek around for the Cold War weaponry and seek around what I might find. But of course, you always use this one a lot, as it was also, let's say, pretty useful. You remember this one as a Ravenholm, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close. And that's pretty much it. It was pretty awesome, actually. Though how I kept playing around with this weapon, it was pretty darn amazing to mess around with a bolt action rifle in a futuristic game. Anyways, never mind. But I had a lot of fun using these rifles and submachine guns and pistols and assault rifles and knives and blades and shovels and rocket launchers and sniper rifles, anything. I enjoyed mostly using every single thing. I think if I remember correctly, I think I've used every single, let's say, every single weaponry of the add-on. And pardon me if I do that. If I say stop a lot, because my nose burns like I want to sneeze, but I can't sneeze. So this burns actually, so there's pretty much nothing I can do about it. Also, if I need to end my life at the game at any time, there's a P38 to assist me at any time. We also got here, yes, just as I was going to say actually, I also added myself some new, let's say, weaponry to extend it to our, let's say, choice weaponry menu. In this case, I added the pirate kit. There's also the old twister, which is basically a little knife. The first attack always just shanks them, and for me, may think that the second one may block, but no, throw. Right on the wall lies a pirate knife, and I don't know what I'm doing with this 366 Magnum. And see. Gaze your eyes upon this Flintlock Pistol. It seems to be very effective against others, so let me take... Yes, that's a good idea, actually. Let me just take my weaponry and, like, test them out against hunters. Hello. God damn, that's one powerful knife, I have to say. I cut the hunter once with the primary attack, but it didn't do nothing, so he threw it, and boom, he dies down. So basically, let's try this. All seems to have a very fast reload. Oh, I'm right here. Hello. How many bullets does it take to kill a strider? Oh. Okay, there was a few shots actually. But I'll be mostly demonstrating the new weaponry I've got from the Steam Workshop. Alright then, so now this time we got a blunderbuss. The old twister, the Flintlock Pistol, and of course, the good old blunderbuss. A very powerful weaponry, as during that moment actually. I also remember the blunderbuss being a very powerful weapon. Hello. One shot, one kill, my friend. Amazing, amazing. Now, for the other parts, I know that these one may not be appearing the little thumbnail to the weaponry itself, but on the bright side, you got a long pattern for the blue team. You can aim, but there's a side effect for this weaponry. For instance, if I make fire, it fires normally, but it's very accurate for this one actually. But if I move while reloading, I move like basically a snail. So basically I have to stand my ground until reloading is done. And that's pretty much it of it. So basically I can't take my chances with the hunter this time actually. Due to the fact that I can't run too much. But still, I'll leave that basically to Half-Life Episode 2, since the surprise may not be spoiled. And then next up, we got a musket from the blue team. As you can see, on the edge of it, a bayonet awaits for us. Same thing as before. Fire. There we go. Just like the original riflery back at the time. But still, I may not demonstrate this one against the, yes, that's a good idea actually. But that's too late for the other one, but... Now Metro Police. Hello. Let's try a melee then. Bastard! Have it your way, my friend. Now then, we also have on the other side the musket for the red team. It's pretty much the same deal. It only changes a bit. The bayonet's on the other side, and basically just boom. Same thing as before. Now let's see here. We also got the pistol for the blue team. Okay. This one's for the blue team. Yes. But I'm not gonna bother myself with saying that, oh, this one's the blue team, oh, this one's the red team. Not too much, actually, because, it'll be just a waste of time, actually. Now we got another version of the pistol. Another model, but it's the same deal. Same basis, but as animation, reloading, fire, and so. Yeah, we got a saber. Slice, slice. We also got another saber. Now we are... No... Starship Troopers. I remember that one a long time ago. Even though that may be like vintage in some ways, it's still not applicable to like to the firing of this video, to the recording of this video, because let's say it's futuristic as of certain back in the time, and yeah, it's pretty much interesting. But so, if you want a taste of it, who am I to deny it? The Morkita M1 is basically a shotgun. So basically, let's demonstrate here. The pellets have been spread, and so this is pretty much how it goes. This one's very amazing, actually. An interesting shotgun. Next up, we got the Morkita MK2 carabine. By the way, back at the time when I just decided to research like Starship Troopers into the Steam Workshop, I discovered a lot of things actually. In fact, I can't really say much actually. But as you see, this one, that's basically this one is like decent and good at this, decent and good added together, making it interesting, I have to say. But the fire rate, I think it needs a bit more improvement, but that's just my opinion. But reloading wise, it's good. But was the Morkita MK2 rifle really that small? Because it's been a long time since I actually like decided to touch the Starship Trooper. Hell, if you've been wondering where these weapons are, they're not hand modeled. That I can guarantee you. They were made mostly from an old game I played a long time ago, even before this channel was even started. Actually, like half a decade ago or more. Yeah. Well, let's say, yeah, half a decade ago, like 5 years ago, to make it more easier. You also got the Morkita M4. You wanna know something funny about the Morkita M4, the Morkita MK4 is MK's mark. That, you know, that the game that when you started, that I remember it perfectly. You start off with this rifle actually. The good of it, it has infinite ammo. The downside of it, it does not have any ammo piercing rounds. In fact, it uses pistol rounds. And to limit out your non-stop firing, they add the overheat factor to the weaponry. So in this one, we don't have the overheat factor, since it's Gmod, and scripting that into an add-on would be a nightmare. And not just for the add-on, but the game itself and the user. And yeah, it's pretty much it. But this one, they don't have the overheating system. Basically, just have the limited ammo and just boom, 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 boom. It's just basically this way. Ah, yes. We also have the multi-rocket launcher. Even though I kind of offended my childhood there for a moment, but to be honest, that was kind of well worth it actually, because I have to demonstrate it actually. The multi-rocket launcher actually, as you saw, 16 rounds fired away like an M1 Garand, as in your common World War II game. But still, it's pretty much worth it actually. Next up, we got the railgun sniper, and you might have it yourself. Where's the guy handling the bolt? I have no idea. But what really brought me up my childhood a lot on this stuff is basically the stun reload. if you like were the ones that just had your childhood by like in the actions in like Terminator and games and so shooting games back in 2002 PlayStation when PlayStation 2 was still new. This sound here will bring back your childhood. Just listen closely. You saw the chichung. I don't know where the author of this one like he got this one, but I'm pretty much amazed for this one because it's so damn awesome. Next up, we also got the rocket launcher. Unlike the other one, this one just like a one rocket launcher, and to evade shooting up the rockets in a Quinta shrine, this far into the air like 4th of July. But I heard this one is very much more powerful. It's true, actually. The door seems pretty much blast-proof, actually. But as I was going to say, actually, you don't have to worry about that anymore. As you can see, the Aquinta Shrine here is pretty much indestructible. But so as I was saying, actually, if not the damage will not be shown in here. Perhaps it might be a special occasion on the future videos of Gmod Half-Life. I know you might as well just like be like asking for like, hey, the Gmod horror maps. Hey, more Gmod Half-Life. Hey, more this. Hey, more that. I'm going to ask you to be calm on that because at first I'm really sick. I was really sick as I still am. As I decided to get myself up from my relaxations to get better, and use my poor memory from words right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the meanwhile. That's pretty much fun. I'm gonna have to take a look at that one afterwards. In fact, yes, I know that one actually. I shown that one before. So basically, this one, what do we got now? Are basically the World War I weaponry. I know that this is not much, but it's something you have to admit, and it's pretty much interesting. So let's start off with this. I see. Alright then, so how about we go from the heaviest to the lightest? In this case, let's start with the Lewis gun. Funny thing is, when you aim with this gun, you just see this. Like, what's the point, you might ask me? And I have no idea at all. But anyways, again, for this gun, you have to pull the trigger to deploy, boom. And you might have seen there's a little bit of a recoil here that amazingly this weaponry has been recoiled with actually. You know, and as a fun fact, I only did let's say I only did a course from 3D model animation, level design and architecture, but I never did scripting, so I have no idea what it is. Forgot that when you aim, you just see this. But anyways, back to the World War I weaponry. The creator said that he made packs for mostly of it. I don't know why, but he only dedicated most of his time. What for? Just for the multiplayer ones. But these are the single player ones that I'm using actually. But it's been pretty much you'll see what I mean actually. But the best one that I like the most of the World War I weaponries this guy made was there's machine guns. You'll see why in a bit. That the other one wasn't so good. But hey, before you start throwing stuff at me, I'll admit that the other weaponries, they are great, but they only need a little bit more work, and they'll be awesome. They'll be epic. They'll be amazing. And I might get a chance to use them more often actually. Even though I need to test them out actually at first. But anyways, enough keeping the Lewis gun at waiting. So have a look. That this gun actually is the one to feature out recoil. In 3, 2, 1. You see how much kick it has upwards. It like kicks a bit to the side, and basically and mostly up. But as you can see, I'm about for the reload animation. Okay, that's pretty interesting, I have to admit. Now again for the MGO8. Interesting gun, I must say. Ah, yes. No, never mind. Just a false alarm, forget it. Now where can I use this weaponry actually? Yeah, it doesn't matter. So let's try here at the wall actually. And this one's pretty much like the other one, but the Lewis gun, it held like 100 rounds, I think. And the MGO8 holds 150 rounds, just as I highlighted it on, just like, I didn't highlight it, I just put it up on the wall texture, which is darker, so you can see it for yourself. But actually, this is how the gun actually is. There's like no front sight whatsoever in this model. But hey, at least you can see a lot of things with this. So basically, oh yes, there is the front notch actually just a little bit too low, but I can shoot with this still. Still, as the Lewis, this one features also recoil. Watch. Same thing as before actually, and we still got more ammo. Even though for something I'm gonna hit with this thing, I have no idea. Now again for the Enfield, for the World War I weaponry. This one has the one that features about 10 rounds in the clip. I know that you might have seen here that if I fire it, there's no bolt reloading whatsoever, and in your right ear might be getting a bit lonely, I have to admit. But see, 2 stripper clips. It only opens the bolt when reloading the gun itself. But unlike the gun's nature itself of reloading it bolt per bolt after each shot, just like pretty much useless. And also we got the MGOI 98. Funny thing is, like, most of these allied weaponry, but this pack they only seem to feature out the front notch. The back notch, you don't see it. meaning that case, just basically, you got what you got. But the G98, it seems like a pretty interesting weaponry. Firing this weapon seems much more comfortable in my ears. Unlike the Enfield, we only had like 5 shots if you were counting. See, stripper clip fed and closed. But this one has pretty much an interesting scope and sights. Complete scopes, complete sights with black and front notch. Alright, now we also got the Webley. Here we go. And for the Webley is only just a little revolver, which is only sightable to see is just the back notch of the sights whatsoever. And then when I fire it, your right ear was getting lonely, right? I know your pain, as so was mine. But still, as I said before, a little bit more of work on these weaponry, and it'll be amazingly epic. Yeah, I could also take another look at more, let's say, weaponry from World War I at the time. At the time, I can take a look back at the Gmod Steam Workshop. But still, as just let me finish out this one here real quick. Yes. You want to know something funny about the Luger? That famous pistol known in World War II? It was also the main pistol used for the German forces in World War I as well. And like if you see it, it still follows a interesting tradition of a kneecap joint, and your ear is pretty much lonely, right? I know your pain as I know yours. Still, what can we do actually? But speaking about, let's say, doing your own work on Gmod, Steam Workshop, or in your own game industry, or whatever industry or work or office or whatsoever you're gonna work with. Fact here is simple. You don't need to copy it, but you can gather some inspiration of it. But it's inspiration, as in you don't actually need to like base yourself off only that type of stuff actually at all the time whatsoever. But yeah, you got like shit, man. You can do anything just as long as you don't get into trouble. No, not that. I mean, you can do like what is right. I mean, aware of the consequences that'll follow you. Because the consequences that you do, either good or bad, they will always have their own consequences and results. And of that, we also got. I was almost forgetting about the shosho. No, shosho or shusha. I can't pronounce it actually, but screw it. We got it here actually. Funny thing is, people actually often told me that the shosho, let's call it shosho, because it was very inaccurate. It didn't hit anything, but to be honest, I have to admit it did, because somewhat it seems pretty accurate to me. I don't know. Let's try a dumb target. Let's see our targets. Let's see of the NPCs who would stand still in place. Of course, none of these guys would. The stalker would eventually start wandering around aimlessly. So basically, we only got animals as Father Grigori. We only need one. Thank you very much. Let's get to a good distance. There we go. Now, you good? I think I hit him. Screw it. In some ways, they're kind of right. This rifle is pretty inaccurate, but as you can see, the proof, I hit him quite a few times. But still, and if this weaponry is not like capable for a long shot, for a long like battling, at least for some close battling, and like it can be like proven to be some effectiveness, such as this. And there you have it. I've demolished Father Grigori. And he was like, since the only target that stands in place, and I can't do much about it. Or maybe I can actually. Let's try the. No. These ones are gonna have one hell of a lag, and are going to be heavy. No. To be honest, where was it actually? Humans resistance, like no. Black Mesa. No. I remember I had it somewhere around here. Have I losing my brain? What? Okay, so. Okay. Starship Troop. Ah, yes, we got the bugs as well. Starship Trooper Medics. Samus. There's Sonic.exe. More zombies. Oh. There's the military guys. Metro Police Pack. To be honest, I'm gonna have to take a look at that up actually when I have more of the time. Still. we go. There we go. Foolish demolish, mashed into a pulp, Father Grigori. But as of now, actually, my time here has come to an end. And, yes. And I'll have to see what I can do as of this one for the next videos. As of now... I'm going to, like... I have to see you guys in the next video because, I'm getting tired, exhausted. And yes, that's pretty much how it'll have to, like, be. And, yeah. I'll have to proceed on to the next, next video. Being that said, until next time. Oh shit! Screw you!